Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
The Cowboy Capital Exhibit focuses on a period when Dodge City became one of the most important cattle shipping centers in the United States. During the late 19th century, massive herds were driven north from Texas across open range. Cowboys spent weeks, sometimes months, moving thousands of animals through difficult terrain, extreme weather, and constant physical strain. Dodge City was the main destination. It sat at the point where rail lines connected western ranching country to eastern markets. Once cattle arrived here, they could be loaded onto trains and shipped to slaughterhouses and distribution centers. This made the town a critical link in a national supply chain. At peak periods, millions of cattle passed through Dodge City. Entire local economies depended on this movement. Banks financed drives in advance. Buyers negotiated contracts. Rail companies scheduled freight. Merchants stocked supplies months ahead. Nothing about this process was casual. It required coordination, planning, and financial risk. Cowboys themselves lived demanding lives. Most were young, working seasonal contracts. Pay was modest, conditions were harsh. Long days in the saddle, limited food, exposure to storms, and frequent injuries were normal. Many had little job security. When the drive ended, employment ended with it. That uncertainty shaped behavior in town. After weeks of isolation, cowboys arrived exhausted and underpaid. Saloons, gambling halls, and entertainment venues offered distraction and social contact. These spaces became highly visible because they concentrated leisure into short periods. But they were not the whole story. Much of a cowboy's time in Dodge City involved practical tasks: selling cattle, receiving payment, buying equipment, arranging transport, sending money home, repairing gear, securing new work. The exhibit shows how structured the system actually was. Photographs, records, and artifacts document contracts, rail schedules, branding systems, and inspection processes. Each herd had to be identified, assessed, and approved before shipment. Mistakes were costly. Injured animals lost value. Delays affected prices. Poor coordination could collapse profits. That pressure explains why Dodge City developed strong business networks. Agents, bankers, railway managers, and ranch owners worked together constantly. Informal relationships often mattered as much as written agreements. Reputation was currency. Those who delivered reliably were trusted. Those who failed were excluded. This system brought wealth, but it was temporary. As rail lines expanded and grazing patterns changed, other towns replaced Dodge City as major shipping points. Routes shifted, markets relocated. The cattle boom declined. The town adapted, but its central role faded. This exhibit documents that rise and transition. It shows that Dodge City became famous not because of chaos, but because it functioned efficiently under pressure. The cattle trade built its reputation, and this building explains how.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.